The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
And a good day, Muddy River News fans. Meteorologist Sprinkler here with a look at the weather for the next few days. And we're still looking at the snowstorm for next week. A lot of things have kind of changed in the last 24 hours as far as the models. Maybe making it a little more potent in places, but at the same time, there's still a lot of uncertainty because the temperature difference. And we'll go into that very briefly in a second here. But this is what the National Weather Service shows for chance for at least 2 inches or more of snowfall. And as you can see, we're in that 50 to 60 range, and even that 30% chance of 6 inches or more. So there's still the possibility for a good snow, but at the same time, though, there's still a lot to be determined for this. What is new is that we have new models now that are coming online, and these are more of the short-term ones. This shows a lot of different things. This is basically the jet stream, if you've heard of it, in the upper atmosphere. And what I'm going to do is put this through motion, and as you can see, it as we get to the end of this animation, you can see this big streak here on the western side of the United States digging down into the four corners. And that is what's going to make that storm system really kick in, as you can see how big this trough is here. But this only goes out 84 hours out. It doesn't go far enough to give us a good idea. What we do know, though, is we can compare it to the other models. So this is what we call the NAM, the Northern American model. And we're going to go now and compare it to all the other ones. So this is what it looks like at 84 hours. You can see the trough right here, central, right over like the middle, the Great Plains, right along the mountainside. Here's the NAM. Here is another model we use, maybe a little bit further to the west. And then here's our European model, and here is our global model. And you notice they both have about the same orientation. What does that mean? That means that there is model consensus of what's going to go on. That it does see that the storm is going to dig like it's expected to. Here's the problem, though. We're going to put this in motion. These are all the graphics for the rain and snow for the next few days. And by the way, we need not completely overlook tonight. There's a possibility for a little bit of snow tonight here. As you can see, the models want to put down just a little bit of snow, very light, mind you, over Missouri and parts of southern Illinois, and we might get some of that as well. But as we move through this time, I'm going to move it through, and we will move into here. This is Sunday. And you can see that storm system starting to brew here. Now notice, this is the big difference I want you to notice. Here is the global model showing a lot of snow in Kansas, but the European model is showing a lot of rain. Why is that? Because the temperature difference. Here's the consensus. They're both showing a lot of moisture. It's where the freezing line is going to be. This is going to be the key of whether or not we're going to see a lot of snow or not much snow at all. So as we move this through a little bit further, here is midnight on Tuesday, and you can see quite a bit of snow here along that I-44, I-72, or I-70 corridor. Again, the European wants to put into a mix here, so we move it step by step, and then we see the backside of the storm. This is the backside of the storm right here, where it's on the as it rotates around, putting down quite a bit of snow over Illinois, and you can see the European is mixing a little bit here. So, again, it's the temperature. It's going to be the temperature that determines whether or not we're going to see a lot of snow or not much snow at all. Now, for those of you who are snow lovers, or maybe who just want to be aware of, if we don't get snow this time, there's a lot more systems on the horizon. I'm going to put this, and this again is a model. It's so far out you can't rely on it, but it shows the pattern. So here is today's storm and tonight's storm. This storm is the next week's storm we're talking about. But then look at this. Another storm comes in. This is for next, I want to make sure I get the right date here. I won't go over here. I believe it's next Friday. Then another storm. Then another storm. There's plenty of storms left in the pipeline for this. So if you want snow, there's a good chance we're going to see it. May not be this storm, but we'll be. We got another few chances here in the next month. And I will say it's going to get cold. So with that, we're going to keep you updated on this. What we know now is that it's going to be a storm sometime Monday into Tuesday. 50% chance we're going to see pretty significant snows. regardless, it should be some impacts, and there'll be some very strong winds on the backside. So a lot of things to go with the storm, very dynamic with it, and we'll just keep on updating you as much as we can as the data comes in. For Muddy River News, I'm Brent Clare. Have a great day, everyone.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.